Peered into the living room, immediately setting my sights on my father. Albeit rare for him to return home before me, it did happen from time to time. He's just standing there, not moving an inch. He must be waiting for me. If you have pockets, now would be the great time to put one hand in the pocket and just the other one out and just play it cool and try to sneak past the detective. Sighed heavily, already disheartened at the conversation which no doubt awaited me. Well, let's get this over with. Good afternoon, Papa. Boy, you sure got home early today. She literally is so short that I doubt she is 18 years old. Also, super flash-chested. You could cut like a... Tomatoes are hard to cut. You could cut a cucumber on her breasts. They are so flat. Did you get off early today because you've been working so hard lately? Or maybe you just couldn't wait to see your darling daughter, Yes, I'm sure it's that second one there. 100%. ... Oh, he's really mad. My father's truly furious. He doesn't yell or scream. Becomes dead quiet, wanders around like a ghost, ready to snap at any minute. Well, I guess I'll get started on dinner then. Started to walk towards the kitchen, desperate to escape my father's fury. Ah, don't bother with my portion. I already ate. Can you just... Did you really tell him I stole something? Or did you ask him for my finger? Oh, that's okay. Just dinner for two then? No problem at... Emerging from behind my father was Sienna, the crazy lady I had tried so hard to escape from. How did you... When did you... I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. Is that an idiom? Took a deep breath and tried again. How did you get here before me? Why are you here? Oh, I see. You're wondering about how I arrived before you, even though you left first. I'm sorry to say this, but your athletic ability is no match for my... or my transporter, if you will. For its most form of matter into light, then... Forget about that. Why are you here? Oh yes, your second question. My apologies. It seems that I still am the one with the memory of the fish of gold. That was great. The fish of gold. Not goldfish. The fish of gold. Didn't mean to alarm you, but as you suddenly ran away during our earlier conversation, I thought it might be more convenient for you if we were to continue talking here. Stared at Sienna blankly, unable to see any hint of malice or deceit. She knows both where I live and the school I attend. Escaping from Sienna is by no means maybe impossible. But if I had help of an ace detective on my side, I turned to face my father, who was still unmoving. As I walked in front of him, however, I noticed something was amiss. Father continued to open his mouth widely, breathing deeply, then closed his mouth and exhaled through his nose. His eyes remained wide open, unblinking as though he was shocked by something directly in front of him. Probably because he saw somebody teleport into our living room. I'd be pretty shocked too. Huh? What's wrong? Oh right, the birth giver's counterpart responsible for your creation. Do not worry, I will return him to normal once we are finished. The birth giver's... the birth giver's counterpart responsible for your creation. Not father. Birth giver's counterpart responsible for my creation. I love the writing. Just writing 10 out of 10. Return him to normal. What did you do to my father? Do not fret, child. He is unharmed. Simply swapped his consciousness with that of the fish of gold. Do we even own a goldfish? Look towards the fish tank in our living room. We do. You swapped his brain with the brain of a goldfish? Swapped their brains? No, don't be silly. Simply swapped his consciousness with that of the fish. Is there a difference? Of course there is. Don't be silly. All I've done is temporarily moved your father's thoughts into the brain of the goldfish, and vice versa. This way we can talk freely and your father will forget everything he hears. That's so amazing. You flatter me, Earthling. I'm not sure that's how that works. But our technology is no more advanced than yours. I don't know if we'll ever manage to transfer entire living creatures into waves capable of being replicated. Sienna looked towards the television as we spoke. She thinks that the people she's seeing on TV are moving around as formless signals. Technology may be amazing, but this woman is clueless about Earth. Anyway, about your finger. Thought that if I couldn't run away, at least I could rely on my father to protect me. In his current state, Papa's just... Is that better? There must be some way out of this. Maybe she doesn't want my finger after all. Maybe Sienna got the word wrong. I have to make sure. Miss Sienna. Just call me Sienna. Okay then, Sienna. Why do you want my finger exactly? Skype noises. What possible use could you have for a human finger? That's a silly question. You humans come up with the ritual requiring the finger, after all. What are you talking about? Like hell we did. I don't care what barbaric civilization this woman has visited before. Around here, we don't chop off fingers. Exactly. Am I mistaken? For humans, the bonding ritual requires a finger. Finger and two humanoid entities, correct? What are you talking about? Talking about marriage? So the protocol is to ask the other entity's finger, yes? The human bonding ritual. Wait, she couldn't mean... You're talking about marriage? Yes. That is it. Or as Earthens call it, marriage. So that's it. I was really worried there for a minute. What the fuck is going on? I thought Sienna wanted to cut off my finger like in some bizarre cult ritual. But she really just wanted to ask for my hand, not my finger. Again with a double take. You want to marry me? Yes. Marriage. We must become one. Why? Why would you want to marry me? We only just met. Isn't this too sudden? Besides, we're two different species. Why would you suddenly propose to me? I proposed? You are mistaken, Earthling. You were the one who proposed to me. I didn't? No, I think I would remember doing that. No, you have your terminology wrong. What are you saying? The proof of your proposal is right here. Sienna pointed to the ring on my finger. That ring rightfully belongs to the King of Mars. As the ruling queen, the one who wears that ring is destined to become my husband. Put on that ring, and it bound itself to you. No! I was loving the writing, and then they make a mistake! And it bounds, if you wanted to use the word bound, bounds, question mark, itself to you. That is proof that you are fit to be my other. Her other? The ruling queen, her husband, the king? Wait a minute. How could we even get married? I'm a girl, I can't possibly become a king. Now, although the closest translation I could think of for is king, my part needn't be male, or even Martian for that matter. The ring has chosen you, and that's what matters. Actually, I chose the ring, and your voodoo magic chose me, but semantics. Well, a grown woman is proposing to me because a ring I told her to? What's more, she doesn't seem to care that we're both girls. No, wait. That isn't the problem here. There's no way I could go along with something this ridiculous. Days ago, we never even met. Now she wants to be me to being the King of Mars? But what about air and food? Even if I went with you, I wouldn't survive a day on Mars, would I? Don't underestimate yourself. The King of Mars, as chosen by the ring, is far more capable than you think. As one wearing the ring, such trifling matters won't affect you in the least. But food is great. I love food. And sleeping, and breathing, for that fact. And just like that, I'm already King of Mars. This is too much. Are you really that opposed to marrying me? I can't force you to bond against your will. No, it's not that. It's just... Why do you even want to bond with me? Can't you just forget all about this? I wish it were that simple. Fancy music. Many Earth centuries ago, we Martians were at war with the Mercurians, residents of Mars. We fought for countless years, decimating all visible life on both of our planets and forcing one another into our spaceships. But as the war dragged on, both sides harbored an increasing desire for peace, desperate to turn to and rebuild our once peaceful planets. It was then that we reached a truce, a ceasefire agreement bound by a sacred ritual. The kind of Mercury married the Queen of Mars, and the two were bound together by a powerful relic, ring forged from rare metals and imbued with untold power. For many years, neither race bore any ill will towards the other. The original reason for the war was long forgotten, and we all lived in peace together. It was a wonderful, decadent period of time, one we all wished would last forever. And even then, there remained some who craved war. Few militants reared their heads now and then, seeking to disrupt the peace that we all worked so hard to attain. One day, following the assassination of the King of Mercury, they succeeded. They stole his ring and launched it into the cosmos, desperate to prevent another bonding from occurring. Worse, as per their plan, mistrust over the assassination broke out, and our races faced off against one another once more. They didn't really fire it off into space, it landed on Earth. So you see, that is why I need that ring. If I do not bond with the wearer of that ring, it's only a matter of time before our planets become barren wastelands once more. Listen to Sienna's story, absorbing as much information as I could retain. Well, if it's to prevent the desolation of 2 planets, I mean, maybe? I found it hard to believe that the ring on my finger, so ordinary in appearance, size, and weight, could be so important. Even so, as Sienna finished talking, one question bothered me more than any other. But why me? Usual was just a gesture, right? Isn't the important part that the one you marry is from Mercury? No, that is incorrect. I apologize for using misleading terminology, but marriage is the closest thing you humans have to our bonding ritual. You see, unlike marriage, causes, I'm trying to make the same gibberish sound over and over again, it's not working. That causes both parties to undergo a change. 2 entities form an unbreakable bond, one which binds their very lives together, such that the death of one would mean the death of the other. In return for the life bond, one party increases their strength proportionally to the binding relic. If I, the Queen, were to attain the power of this ring, I could unite Mars and Mercury forevermore. Sienna spoke of enough power to rule 2 planets, but even then, she didn't appear to be happy in the slightest. The happy, naive, forceful woman I had met only yesterday was gone, replaced by a reluctant ruler. Poor Sienna. I would never have imagined she had it so tough. Either she gets married or whoever the ring chooses for her, or her home planet sends into war. If I were to choose, I didn't know what to do, so it doesn't matter if your partner isn't from Mercury. Not at all. As the offspring of the late Queen and King, I am half Martian, half Mercurian. My very existence is enough to unite both planets. All I need now is power, the power of the ring.
One ring to rule them all.
Alright, sorry. The ring I selfishly, unknowingly bound my own body to. If it weren't for my curiosity, Sienna would have nothing to worry about. She'd have the ring, free to choose her own path, and I'd be none the wiser. But now, I understand that this is a big decision. It's not an act to be taken lightly. Nonetheless, I must ask you expedite your decision. There's another one. I'll give you 1 Earth day to consider my proposal. What the hell? The day after Sienna left me with a proposal, by life continued in a relatively normal fashion. No! Another spelling mistake. Cripe. I said goodbye to my father, who was still trapped inside of our pet goldfish, ate breakfast, cleaned my alien wedding ring, and headed to school. It was a normal morning without any talk of aliens, interplanetary wars, or ceremonies of any kind. Even so, after such an abnormal day, there was no way I could go about my day in peace. Every waking moment, I wondered about what had happened, and the choice Sienna left me. I stayed up most of the night thinking about it. This really isn't a decision I should be rushing. Getting married is a huge deal, especially since I had been married into royalty, and into another planet. Have my own servants, I'd rule over a planet. If nothing else, it certainly wouldn't be boring. I mean, like, it's not like you can't leave. You have no friends here, none that you've spoken of. Just a father, mother who doesn't care about you. You could experience an entirely new way of life, not to mention all the cool alien technology. But you don't get TV, though. They don't have TV there. And yet, do I really have the guts? Ow, I just bit my tongue. I've only just met Sienna. It's fucking Sienna, oh my god. I couldn't do something as impulsive as marry her, could I? This whole situation is utterly absurd. How can I even consider going through with this? And then Benjamin Franklin said, "Hey, Azure, are you listening?" Wait, whoa, go back. And then Benjamin Franklin said, "What did he say? I want to know the quote that you're trying to place so I can see if it fits or not." Hey, Azure, are you listening to me?